Hey y'all, it's me. Just wanted to quickly update y'all what I've been busy with. Just finished at my sister's house. We made a couple of pans of spaghetti, baked spaghetti for the people who are working out here because we had tornadoes come through all the way around us. Everywhere around us, it just, hit right down the road, right down the road, right down the road. But it skipped us. But we had a lot of rain. I've been praying for several people. Not going to mention names, but y'all know who I'm talking about. And I've got, now to show y'all what I've been making. Okay, now I'm running into this thing where I only have like 3 skeins of yarn, okay? A dark, a light, and a medium. So I start off with the dark as the base of the blanket, right? Okay, well, then I'm almost out of dark. So, because there's so much of the light color left, I switch. And I make the little jackets in the light with the dark trim. So together, they look like this. So I think that's cute. And I did finish this set, which is a much heavier yarn for some reason. That one's not as heavy. This is heavy. This is like a heavy duty sweater for somebody who's like living in Alaska or Wisconsin or somewhere up north. But there you go. Okay. Y'all gonna have to help me. I'm addicted. Reading glasses. I love them. Don't y'all? Well, I have to wear them for one thing. And so to me, once I find a kind that works really, really good, I'm going to get some. So I got these. Let me show you. Well, hang on. Which way did they? Oh, opens this way. And they come in these cute little plastic cases with the different colors. And of course you got the yellow and the pink and the green and the blue. What happens is I end up scratching mine a lot. So once I get all scratched up, I can't see out of them anymore. So I got to switch. And so that's what I've been doing. I've been switching because they've been scratching. So yay. And then, oh, y'all are going to die laughing at me. Only I could do this, okay? This is something totally natural for me. Let's see. Last month or the month before, I had to renew my Texas driver's license. And I said, okay, so I'll go online and renew it because you can do that now. So I went online, spent like $37 and renewed my driver's license. Then my brother-in-law needed to renew his. So I did his like a week or 2 later and waited and waited. And his came in. And I'm like, well, where's mine? So I went back and I looked at what it said. My bank statement said that I sent it to. And apparently I sent it to the Department of Motor Vehicles of Minnesota. Can y'all tell me how it went from Texas to Minnesota and I didn't even notice? So I had to go back on and renew my licenses through Texas, which was another $35. And now I've got to call Minnesota and see if I can get my money back because, I don't live there. And I've never had a driver's license. So they're probably going bonkers looking for it. Y'all, I tell you, there are times I really wonder if I'm all together here. What else have I been doing? Well, nothing besides that. Oh, and y'all, okay. I watched this show on Netflix called Bridgerton. I know some of y'all probably watch it too. It's based on a series by Julia Quinn. She's a romance writer, but it's a really good series. And so I started watching it on Netflix and I've, kind of become addicted. Well, they hadn't put another one out for ages. The new one comes out on Friday. I'm like over the moon excited. And they also did Sweet Magnolia season 2. And they did Virgin River season 3 already. I'm like, I'm loving this. Because like Robin Carr, Sweet Magnolias, I think is Susan Mallory. And then the Bridgertons, which is Julia Quinn. So, I mean, I've got 3 of my favorite authors with series on TV. I would love to see them, you know, do each series based on each book, which seems to be the way they're going, because the next one is about the oldest in the family. So I just love that show, y'all. I can't help it. It's awesome. I mean, it's completely, and they grab you. I mean, it grabs you right away, and it just, you know, it's one of those things. But what have y'all been working on? If y'all decide or think that y'all might want to help with any of the people around here, Laneville, Cushing, Henderson, Mount Enterprise, they all got hit. And some people are still without power and will be for a while. And even the church that we're taking all the food to, their generator died. So they couldn't bake the food. So they put an SOS out to everybody. So we did it. I did 2 big old pans. I mean, you know what I'm talking about, the 9x13 baked spaghetti. I love baked spaghetti. You just take the noodles, you cook them, and you put them on the bottom of the pan. Then you cook you cook the sauce and the noodles at about the same time, because they get done at about the same time. Make sure you butter the pan before you put the noodles in, because otherwise it will stick badly. Okay, so you put the noodles, then the sauce, and then you put a layer of cheese over the top. Just sprinkle it over the top, because it's spread. You know how cheese does. When it melts, it goes outwards. So just, you know, you don't need a whole lot, but it does taste good. Oh my goodness. That's one of my favorite foods, is baked spaghetti. I don't eat it very often, but it is sincerely one of my favorite foods. It's odd that I don't eat it very often, but I do love it now. Yeah. It's something I'm good at cooking, because I cooked it when I was at my sister's house, and she used gluten-free noodles. Y'all, that's a mess to cook with. I'm telling you now, it is horrible to try and cook with gluten-free noodles, because they're sticky, they glob together, they're hard to get apart. If you don't constantly move it around and stuff like that, you're going to get a knot of noodles, which is bad. And then you can't, when you rinse them, you most of the stuff goes down the drain, so you got to be careful how long you rinse them. But I had enough to do her a couple of pans whenever I did hers at her house, so I did pretty good there, I think. And then but yeah, baked spaghetti is one of those things I absolutely love, because it's so simple, and it's something I learned to do when my daughter was young. It was something I could whip up, and we would eat baked spaghetti for like 2 to 3 days, because it's awesome reheated. There are some foods that are like really, really good reheated. My mom's meatloaf is one. I will always love her meatloaf the next day and the day of. I mean, she just makes good meatloaf. And then baked spaghetti, which is pretty good the second day around. I mean, it's just as good the first day, but it's just as good the second day. And let's see, spaghetti sauce. If you cook just the sauce and the noodles, and you don't mix them and bake them together, and you have that leftover sauce, it's really, really good to make sloppy joes with, because it gives it a little different taste than what normal sloppy joes taste like. Yeah, I could talk food for years. And as you can tell, I'm real good at food. Although I really don't cook as much as I should. I know that one day I sat down and I just was in the mood to do it. So I cooked fried chicken, rice, gravy, the whole nine, and split it with my sister. And I took some, they took some. And I made gravy specifically for him. because I don't really eat gravy. Don't know why. But I do. I mean, I like gravy, but I just don't eat it that often. I guess because it's, to me, it's heavy. It's a heavier food. So if I'm eating like chicken with rice and stuff like that, I am not going to eat gravy on my rice because it will just make it heavy. Because I make that good gravy, that country gravy that's like, yeah, y'all know the one I'm talking about. It's good. And then, yeah, you can tell I haven't been working on my other blanket. I've got one more baby set to make, and then I'm going to start working back on my other blanket. And it shouldn't take me too long because I'm starting to get really good at these baby sets. And this one I hope to do white with maroon outside, white with maroon trim on the sweater. So I'm pretty sure I've got more than enough white to do it. And I've got 2 different kinds. So I'm going to make both and see which one looks the best. And whichever one looks the best is the one my nephew and his wife will get. Because I want them to have the one I like the most. But I mean, it's not like somebody else wouldn't like those colors because they're really pretty together. I was shocked. Even this together surprised me because I didn't think they would go well together. And then they did. It's a beige and a purple. I mean, who knew? But I like mixing colors up like that. You know, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. So, you know, sometimes I just have to, you know, take a chance. All right, y'all. That's it. Can't think of anything else to say. If y'all want to do anything for the church that's hosting all this stuff, or the people who live there, which the church is doing the outreach for, everybody's just doing it to them, and then the church disperses, and these people take care of their neighbors all the time. It's not just once in a while, all the time. Their youth group goes around and mows elderly people's yards. They take care of the neighbors, their families, you know, the people who live down the street from them. I mean, they take care of a lot of people, which is kind of odd. When I haven't lived, okay, when I lived in the city, I went to a lot of churches, and they, you know, they had the outreach, they had the, you know, the what do they call those, mission trips. They do the mission trips too, but some of their missions are in their own cities and in their own towns, like taking care of the elderly. Do they need anything? Do they need meals? You know, that they keep track of all these people, which is amazing to me. And I've never really seen that before, but since I've moved here, I'm just, you know, in awe. Look, I can't believe it. I'm like completely in shock. But, yeah. I mean, not that the city churches do a bad job of it, because they do try. It's just difficult for them to keep track of so many people, because cities usually have millions of people in it, and it's hard to know, you know, that many people. It's just difficult. But down here, you know, there's not as many people. There's maybe 10,000 around here, and everybody knows everybody. So, I mean, somebody will know somebody who needs something, and they'll get in touch with the church, and the church will take care of it. You know, it's just that kind of thing. If the church can help, they're going to. Every year they put together these Christmas baskets, and they give them to families who need, you know, different things. So they put fruit, and they put all kinds of things, all kinds of goodies, sweets, you know, just different things in there for people who might not get a basket or anything, for like elderly people, and, you know, people who don't have any family left, you know, that I'm always so impressed with what they do. So just shocks me. But if y'all want me to, I'll put their address in the description later, so that if y'all want to, y'all can just contact them directly. Y'all know I don't take money on my YouTube. That's not me. I don't get sponsored. I don't have any of that stuff going on. I just do me. So you guys have a great day. And God bless you. And everybody, please take care. And if you're in the path of these storms, watch it. I actually, believe it or not, stayed in this house during the storm, which was not the smartest idea in the world. Yeah. I didn't go to sleep at all. So I'm going to let you guys go. But like I said, take care of yourselves. Stay safe. And if you can, just lend a hand to somebody who might need it. Bye.